Trip to Arizona, I actually haven't planned at all. However, upon joining a new company that I work as a business development and sales manager at Push Agency, I actually was invited to a very cool end of year party to meet my colleagues in person, since most of us are now working remotely. And so yeah, it was an exciting thing all around, and I decided to mix it up, because if I had a chance to travel to Arizona, I might as well visit a bunch of places. And specifically, I realized I could actually take a drive all the way to Grand Canyon. Now, about that more as we get to it. But basically, the flight and everything was good. I think I felt really good about overall just plan in general in the 3 days that I had.
Everything is perfect. Eating protein bar in the car with American old Ford picking up.
Check this out. The room is pretty nice. The video doesn't do it justice in terms of the size. It's actually quite spacious. I like this. I'll have my tablet connected to this. Very nice chair, by the way. I love that. Let's see the closets. Oh, wait a second. Does it open? Which way? Is it like locked or something? Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to open it or something? I will figure it out. But hey, this one definitely opens. Woohoo! Bunch of stuff. But hey, epitome is something else actually. Oh, somebody plays guitar. This is really nice. I like this. That's actually shared. That's private. I talk to you guys later.
I had a quick change in terms of choosing the rental for my car, but eventually I figured it out with the cables and Android Auto and all that good stuff, because I really didn't want to have any problems when I will drive all the way to Grand Canyon. But yeah, I arrived at my Airbnb. It was kind of a late night, but next day I got a chance to have a great acquaintance with a few folks down there who were living as well, students and professionals, just very nice people. And obviously the host was great as well, just appreciated everything. It was a very good spot, like quiet and beautiful. Specifically, it was in Tempe, but basically in Arizona, like Tempe, Phoenix, Scottsdale, it's all close to each other. It sort of reminded me in my newer place in Clearwater, same as Pinellas County in Florida, right? You have Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete, Largo. It's sort of all close to each other. But basically, yes, it was fun to just have a chatter. Then the first day was essentially me. It was a working day, and then later at night was the actual party. And so I had a chance to visit our office, which is also a warehouse for some of the products for the clients. And I mean, I know, guys, you know that from my videos and stuff, that I essentially do several things, and I also have some other coaching endeavors and a few other things I'm focused on. But this was really dedicated to just meeting the team at Push, and I was really excited for it. And the day went really well. I actually accomplished a few things. I had conversations with several prospects, and yeah, hang out with my colleagues. Obviously, not all of them were present, but the majority of who live there, they were. So that was exciting. And yeah, and then we got to the party. The party was just absolutely sick. So cool. Again, everybody dressed up, lots of cool things. There was an amazing talent who was drawing kind of fun pictures of everybody who wanted. We had blackjack games, you know, great food and drinks and just music. Everything was stellar. Just really great night. And also an opportunity to meet everybody in person once again and have great conversations and sort of set the stage for the year. So I felt like I really joined at the right time, so it was awesome. And then we also finished off with a few runs in different bars that night. So yeah, that was fun all around.
All right, folks. Good morning. It's 7:15 a.m. I slept 3 hours. Yesterday was a wonderful company event. Amazing teammates, awesome night, like literally all around. Super grateful. And I'm also grateful that I'm not feeling completely dead. I didn't go to the pool for the cold plunge, but I might go tonight in the evening though. And yeah, I'm about to go to McDonald's. I want to get their latte and maybe some snacks, and then I'm heading out to Grand Canyon. Wish me luck. Woo!
The good news, I didn't drink much, so I wasn't hangover or anything like it. And also surprisingly, I kind of, got up so easily. I don't know, I for these kind of like different trips, I find energy out of nowhere, and I'm just like, as a machine, like moving forward. I don't know why. Maybe the urgency of the limited time puts a good pressure, or what is going on, but I always, thank God, at least so far, succeed with almost all of my itineraries for any kind of trip I ever had, whether it's business or pleasure or both. But yes, slept 3 hours, dressed up, took all of my whatever gear I needed, hopped into the rental car, and off to the races to get to Grand Canyon, which was a 4-hour drive, by the way. It wasn't that short, if you will, but it was beautiful scenery, gorgeous, just some mountains, like a cool desert area. The roads though were amazing. I mean, come on. They were like on par with those Floridian roads where you sometimes drive and feel like you actually swimming. I just loved it so much, man. It was really beautiful. And then I got to the Grand Canyon, and let me tell you something. It's absolutely astonishing. The awe of that kind of magnitude of, you know, I don't want to call them just mountains. It's like, it's so many things there in terms of nature that occur. By the way, there is also apparently a Colorado River that goes down there in some parts. And the fact that it's more than 200 miles wide, that's just nuts. So in other words, I went to the South Rim, the one that's most popular, and actually was obviously open, and there are paved roads and everything. There was a few places where I saw snow, hence the reason I rented a 4-wheel drive. But yeah, it was all good. No problem. It wasn't cold, by the way, either. Yeah, I just loved it all around. But like when you go on some of the hiking areas where nobody's there, like, wow, the silence. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know I'm gonna be in love with just silence. That's the best thing for like mindfulness and self-awareness. But yeah, like beautiful, just gorgeous, made a ton of photos. I was actually, funny enough, I was following itinerary I created with ChatGPT, right? For the limited amount of time that I had. It was sort of like a half a day, if you will, that I spent there. Actually less than that, like really less. I think like 4 to 5 hours at most, to be honest. But yeah, also keep in mind, when you get there, you will be stuck in traffic. So just come in early. I think I was waiting in traffic literally 5 miles from the entrance for about 45 minutes. So the road was empty, but when you get there, that's what's tricky. That's where you need, you know, to know that you will just wait for a long time. But the wait was definitely worth it. So yeah, I had some good hikes. I went to the Geology Museum, bought some souvenirs for friends and some for myself and for my pops. And yeah, I just in the short amount of time, I did a lot of things. I saw some beautiful animal life as well. Went to a cool, like a Grand Canyon Café or restaurant, had some steak and some other good foods. I was just like, yeah, this is it. This is so cool. I was so grateful. I pretty much did everything I, wanted to do. The only thing I got a bit late to, I think it's Grand Point View, or there was a place where I wanted to finish off and see the sunset, and I sort of did, just slightly later. But again, I hit all the points I planned, and was super grateful for it.
Hey there. So an amazing experience going to the watchtower. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. I think so. Or maybe not. I'm gonna go that way. Anyways, this is Desert View Watchtower. That's where I'm gonna end my wonderful Grand Canyon experience for one day trip. I arrived here at 12 p.m. and basically right now it's already 6, even past 6. I gotta hurry a little bit because I have to drive like 4 hours to Phoenix, to my Airbnb place. But yeah, what an amazing experience. Absolutely blessed.
But that was also not the end. So I reached Airbnb, and then it was actually UFC night. I was waiting for the UFC 311. Arman Sarukian, Armenian fellow who is an amazing fighter. I wanted to watch him. Unfortunately, the fight didn't happen because of his injury, but I still enjoyed watching some UFC on my pay-per-view, on my tablet at home, finishing off and then going to sleep like well past midnight. So the last day was also actually awesome. My manager and our leader, he was so gracious. He invited me and a few of our colleagues to his house. We sort of were doing this as we go. We were not sure if we go eat out or what we're gonna do, but yeah. And initially I planned to go to visit the Scottsdale Armenian church, but I really wanted to spend time with the manager as well. I decided, so next time I'm gonna come again and visit that wonderful, beautiful church. But it was a great experience. We hung out, we had lots of fun, lots of jokes and stuff. We played golf at his place, you know, arcade games, you name it. And it was just very nice to spend time together, get to know each other a little bit more. And then we also hung out, went to eat out actually at the really cool place that has predominantly Italian cuisine, like really tasty. I had like a bolognese and meatballs and just really good. And I cannot get enough of that amazing car that he had, that essentially like it's Cadillac. And I mean, it just looked so cool and was amazing. The feeling of being on the road, right? It almost felt like almost as there is hydraulics or something. But yeah, it's just so smooth and soft. And the seats, I don't know. I immediately felt like we need to immerse in that era, and we did. Because Shine, right, the manager, he also had a great taste and choice of music. So the pairing of that smooth ride was really cool. But yeah, I mean, I think the trip was just great all around. Again, I had some nice shots when I was flying back to Tempe. Some nice shots of mountainous areas of Arizona, just beautiful. I feel like I really want to come again and explore more because there is so much more stuff to do there. So yeah, I'm super grateful and excited to keep on going with all of my adventures.